Hello, ladies and gents. Eloise is back, and I have something that I want to say. I guess that I'm feeling a little bored. I don't even know what to do, but I guess every day is another day, and we always have to find an outlet, way to keep ourselves busy and entertained. I think that we all have a talent that we're good at. But there's sometimes that we feel trapped and lost, and there's certain things that we do not know how to express. And maybe just thinking about it, that not all wounds are visible. What makes you wounded? Have you ever thought about that? Is that a question we need to ask ourselves every day? I think that a lot of us are broken. A lot of us are wearing a mask. A lot of us are living a fake reality. A lot of us are so afraid to actually express ourselves in a way that makes any sense to anybody. And sometimes we're so flustered, or how can I say that, pronounce that correctly? We get annoyed in a certain way that we don't even know how to express ourselves. Sometimes the feeling that we're feeling is either anger or confusion, or we feel upset and we don't know how to express ourselves, and we attack somebody that is wounded, somebody that has something inside and they don't know how to express. Sometimes we take out our anger, we take our frustration, we take our vulnerability, we take it out on somebody else. We gotta understand that not everybody is responsible for what we're feeling. And sometimes we are so inconsiderate, and we think that everybody is fine and that everybody's okay and that we have to fit in a certain pattern. And I think that we are no one to diagnose anybody with anything. At the end of the day, who am I to diagnose anybody with anything? I think that every single mind in this planet is different. I think they all work differently, and I think that certain part of our minds work more than other part of our minds. We all were raised in different environment with different parents. They're not exactly the same. They're all different. Nowadays, in the 20th centuries, we gotta be honest. A lot of our parents are single parents. Some of them are gay parents, and some are lesbian parents, and some are living in a group home, and some are homeless, and some are dealing with parents that are not okay themselves, and some are dealing with parents that are children having children. They don't even know how to take care of themselves, and now they have a responsibility to take care of someone else. So how can you take care of somebody when you're wounded? Can you? And who are you to say that you are a better parent just because you are financially stable, or because you have all your surroundings in a way that makes you look okay? Could it be that the parent that is pretending to be okay is the drunk? Could it be that the parent that pretends to be okay is the one that's depressed? Could it be the one that doesn't know what to do, and their children are all screwed up and fucked up, and they don't even know how to cover the sun with one finger? Who am I to judge the misfortune of someone else? Life happens, shit happens. Not everything in life is perfect. Sometimes things happen that we have no control over. How could we control an earthquake? How could we control a fire? How could we control anything that's around us? What would happen if today everything in my life is okay, and tomorrow all of a sudden I fucking disappear and nobody knows what the fuck happened, and then you come back and now you're crazy? I think that there's only several of us that understand our what we're going through, and some are so easy to judge. Life is not easy. And society does not make it easy for everybody. Society has a way of giving us all a tag and saying, just because you're right here, that means you're not good enough. Or maybe because you're right here, you're stupid. Or maybe because you're right here, it's your fault that you had this misfortune. Now let's turn around everything and pretend that it's you that have the misfortune now, that you're lost, that you're confused, that you don't know where you're at. Now you don't even have nothing to eat and nobody's helping you. What the fuck are you gonna do now? Are you able to change it? What will you do if there's nothing left and there's just an empty space? What will you do if there's only confusion in words that you don't even understand? How could you put it into words and tell somebody that doesn't even know who you are or where you come from or what you've been through? How could you explain that to somebody that doesn't even care? They're too focused living a lie or living in a state of mind of thinking that they're better than you because they are in a situation that they're surrounded by somebody that's recognized. So now, could you tell me that somebody that's not recognized can make any sense? Not all wounds are visible, ladies and gentlemen. Not all wounds are visible. Some are invisible. This is a big planet, guys. It's a big world, and there's corners around the world that we don't even know that exist. And there's big corners around the world that people exist that they don't even know that we're here. They're still living without any electricity, without any water, without any homes. Do we care about them? Do we care about our environment? Do we care what we're doing? Do we take simple things like that for granted? Who loves coffee? Who loves a cigarette? Or who loves going shopping, and who loves shoes, and who loves clothes? I think everybody that's watching this probably is going to say yes to one of those things. Who loves technology? Who is the one person that cannot be without a phone for one fucking day? Who is the person that cannot get to a place without a GPS? Who is a person that cannot adapt to a situation where you don't have any financial means? Are we living in a society now that we care about other people's needs? Or are we living in a society now that you have to give somebody a tag? You're short, you're fat, you're tall, you're ugly, you're beautiful, you're white, you're black, you're green, you're yellow, you're blue, you're Asian. What does it matter? You're lesbian, you're gay. You're celibate, you're not. Who are you to say that that person doesn't have wounds that are not visible? I think that we all have wounds that we're hiding. And we're hiding from some truth that we don't want it to be revealed. And now we feel with, how can I say that? How can I put that with not hurting anyone's feelings? I think that we are all here and we don't think about other people's feelings. Sometimes you have to be living in a situation that you're at that you think, am I the good guy or am I the bad guy? Do I do the right thing or do I do the wrong thing? Do I exist or don't I exist? Do I believe or do I not believe? Who am I? What do I want? Where am I going? Why am I here? Why do I even fucking exist? Is there anything in life that even makes any sense? Does that even make any sense to you? How many of us have lost our power? How many of us have lost our fire? How many of us have lost our passion? How many of us hide behind something that we cannot control? How many of us think that being in a situation better than somebody else makes me better? What makes you think that just because you have a certain talent, other people don't? What makes you think that there is time to keep going or stop? When are you too old or when are you not old enough? What is love? What is respect? What is loyalty? What is family? What is moral value? Do we even care? Does it even matter? I think now we're living in a society that's full of questions and we have to question ourselves. Where am I at right now? Do I have wounds that are not visible? Am I the one that's ready to say that you are not good enough? Am I the one that could guide you and tell you where you're at? I think that the only person that could guide you is yourself. And I think the only person that could get you out of the confusion in your mind is you. Maybe you could find somebody that could hold your hand and tell you, please come this way. Or maybe you could find somebody that's just going to throw some pills at you and tell you, here, keep popping these and trust me, by tomorrow you'll feel okay. Yeah, of course, let me numb a part of my brain that needs me to function. I'm not saying that all medication is bad, because I think that some medication is good for someone out there. It's made for a reason. But not all of us are the same. We all are different. Our body works like a machine. If we feed it the correct nourishment, maybe we could live a long, fulfilled life. Who am I to take away your bucket of happiness? Why are we so jealous and envious of somebody that doesn't have anything? Why do we hate somebody that knows how to defend themselves? Why do we hate somebody that doesn't give up? Why do we hate somebody that wants to keep going, that doesn't want us stay stuck in a rut? Why do we hate somebody that gives up? Who are we to judge that one person that just says, that's it, I'm done. I did everything I can, and everything that I did was not good enough for you. Who the fuck are you to say that you are not good enough? Who are we to say that we're not good enough? I think that at the end of the day, everything in life is just a question. Another question answered with another question. Who am I to judge you? The truth, even if it hurts, guys. I hope that you guys follow back, subscribing. And you know what? You might like it here. The truth, even if it hurts. And I will tell you, fuck you. Have a good night, guys. Keep questioning yourself. That's what life's about. Change. Change yourself to be better for you, not for anyone else. I think that we're all perfect just the way we are. And we're all broken. Imperfect. Confusion sometimes just makes sense.